as an Austrian, I just had to do a chord melody lesson on my favorite things. Hi everybody, Sandra, Sherman here. Greetings from the Alpine Republic of Austria. My favorite things first appeared on the musical The Sound of Music, which no Austrian has ever watched. True fact. Julie Andrews sang it in the film version, and later John Coltrane covered it. But we're gonna stick to the film version for this lesson. I'm gonna show everything slow and easy, note for note, and there's also a slow tempo version towards the end of this lesson. Of course, I have also made tabs and backing tracks, which can be downloaded from one of the links down below in the description box. Now let's get straight to our favorite thing, learning a new tune. We are in the key of G major and we have an AABC song form, each of these sections being 16 bars long. Alright, so here's how this works. I play each phrase, which lasts a couple of bars usually, fast first, then I break it down note for note, and then I play each phrase slowly again, and you have the slow version of the entire song at the end of the lesson too. So here we go, phrase number 1. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're in the key of G major or E minor. We start with an E minor 7 chord. That's a bar chord over the 5th, and we play in a 4-string 7, 5, 7, 5. Here's the root. I do not play the E string, it just looks as if. Then my pinky goes to the 7th of the E string. 1, 2, 3. Then I move it down to the 7th of the B string and I play the inner 4 strings, and I have an E minor 9 chord now. 1, 2. Then I lift it up and I play the B string, which now has the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3. Now I harmonize the melody in 6th because it's so low. So if you have a low melody where you cannot build a chord upon very easily, it's a good idea to harmonize in 3rds or in 6th. I prefer 6th. All right, so that's the 5th of the A string and the 4th of the G string. All right, and then I put this all up to the 10th of the A and the 9th of the G. This twice, then I glide down and I have an E minor 9 again, 7, 5, 7, 7, inner 4 strings. 1, 2, lift this up again, and the 5th of the B string comes out. 1, 2, 3. Now, so those were 4 chords now we have of E minor. Now we have 4 chords of C major, Lydian actually. So that's the 4th degree of the G scale. That's why it's Lydian. And it's played that way in the melody. Sounds great. So I have a C major chord, 8, 7, 6, 10, 9, 8, 7, upper 4 strings. I play the lower 2 first, D and G. And then, because here's the melody, and then I play the high E string. You could actually play the B and the E string, but I think it loses a bit of the melody then, so I just play. Melody comes out better this way. And now we go to that C lydian chord, because the F sharp, the sharp 11th, is in a melody. That's so great for a tune that was composed in 1959. Used Lydian already. Awesome. So 8 of the E string, that's the C, 9 and 9 of D and G, and the 7th, you can play like this also, but I prefer the thumb. So all 4 strings, then to the G string. 1, 2, 3. Then this is in the melody, the D string, so I'll play the bass again and the D string. Then the G string twice. Then the entire chord again and the G string, right? So from the C. All right, and here's the entire phrase number 1 at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. And here are the last 8 bars of the A section. This is phrase number 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, we start with the 2-5-1. That's an A minor 7, in the key of G. 5th, then 5th of D, G, and B strings. I bought this because I need this so I don't play it as I usually would. Then 7th of the E and the 5th of the B. Then D7, and I don't want to go to this D7 or 9 chord, so what I do is I stay here, but I don't play the D string. That's important, otherwise it would be a D9 sus4. Which is actually okay too. So I just played the 5th of the A, G, and B strings. Then the 7th of the B and the 5th of the B. Then a G major chord I played with my thumb because I need the pinky. 3rd of the E, 4, 4, 3. 5th of the E, that gives us a G major 9 chord actually. Then the 3rd of the E. I kind of roll over. And the resolution, the 4th degree of the scale again, sorry, that was the resolution again already. So C6, 3rd, 2nd, 2nd, 1st. That's like an A minor. Oh, here we go. A minor with the 3rd in bass. C6. 1, 2, 3, whole bar. All right, and now we have that famous da 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 favorite things. And I harmonize the melody in 6th. It's so much easier, and you already almost got you got 2 of 3 chord tones already. So that's almost like a chord. So open D and open B strings. Don't play the G string. Then the 2nd, I remain on these 2 strings, the D and the B string, right? 2nd of D, 1st of B, 2 up, 2, 4, and 3. Now we have a major 6th. The middle finger should always glide along here. That's our guide finger. 5 and 5 now. 7, 7. 9, 8, right? And try to add a little crescendo, get louder. one to the right and I add a chord to it, and that's an F sharp half diminished. Usually I would fret it like this, but I need my pinky, so I bar it. That's the 9th, the 10th, the 9th by barring, and the 10th, inner 4 strings. The 12th of the B string, and back to the 10th of the B string, which is already lying here. And it's 5 chord, the B7. 7 of E, 7 of D, and 8 of G. And here's the entire phrase number 2 at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. Please play the A section a second time so you have 2 identical A sections. Now we are in the B section, and the funny thing is the melody remains absolutely the same, but the chords change. So we have different chords over the same melody. That's a very interesting technique. All right, these are the first 8 bars. This is phrase number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the melody we had first is now over an E major chord actually. We have the E in melody, so I take an E6, 7, 6, 6, 5. Then the 7th of the E string, right? Then the next melody tone is the F sharp. That's the 9th of the E, so I use an E major 9 chord. 7, 6, 8, 7. Then I glide out to the 9th fret of the G string. Play this twice. Now an open E major 7 chord. That's the open E string. And the let's see. The inner 3 strings, D, G, and B strings, because the melody is the open B string. Then the open E string twice. So. Then you put your pinky on the 2nd fret. And you play the bass and the upper 3 strings. Then you lift it up again and play the open E string. Then I glide over to the 6th fret, add the index on the 5th, play the open A string, so I have open A string, 6, 6, 5, that's an A major 7, because after 4 bars of E major 7, we have 4 bars of A major 7. 7th of the E, that's an A major 9 chord now. 7th of the B string, inner 4 strings, that's an A major 13 now. Put your pinky up and the index on the 5th of the B string. So from A. Now I bar over the 4th D and G string and I play the open A. I could also use this, but I take advantage of the open A. It gives me so much more freedom with the other fingers. So open A, 4, 4. Then I add the 5th of the B string. Then I glide everything over 2 frets. Now I have the open A string, 6, 6, 7. Play everything. And then 9th fret of the G. Alright, this was phrase 3. Now let's hear it at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. Phrase 4 is actually identical to phrase number 2. That was the 2-5 progression. So I'm not gonna repeat it in detail. The first 6 bar are identical, just the last F sharp half diminished. We have that bar chord 9-10 9-10, and now it's not, but it goes chromatically to the 11th fret of the B, to the 12th of the B, and the last chord is B altered, B7 sharp, 5 sharp 9. We've got 7 of D, 8 8 8. You can also add the 7th of the E string, but you would have to mute the A, so I just go with the upper 4 strings. And here's the entire phrase 4 at slow tempo. 3, not 3 4. 1 2 3. 2 3. Here's the last section, C section, and this is phrase number 5. 1 2 3 1. All right, we start with an E minor 9 chord on count number 2. So we have kicks going on now. Kicks are accents, stressed notes or chords that the entire band plays. So there's nothing on beat 1, but on 2 and on 3. So E minor 9, here would be the root. We have 5 7 7 7. That's the same as a G major chord, by the way. So 1 2 3. I would strum it. That's has a little more volume. 1 2 3. Then a C sharp half diminished inversion. What you do is you stay here, put your middle finger on the 6th of the G and your pinky on the 7th of the E string. 5 6 5 7. 1 2. Then on count 3, you play the B string. 1 2 3 1 2 3. F sharp half diminished. Here's the F sharp. 4 5 5 5 is barred. 1 2 3. Same rhythm. B7 flat 9 or whatever diminished. Let's say F sharp diminished. 4 5 4 5. 1 2 and then a B string. So 1. Oops, sorry. 1 2 3. Then the next pair with the same rhythm is E minor 7, regular E minor 7 chord. 2 5 3 3. 1 2 3. Then you let go of the index and you play the open D string. E minor 7 with D in bass. Or just a G chord, whatever. 1 2 3 1 2 and the G string. Then a C major 7 chord. This is a good angle. 3 5 4 5 inner 4 strings. 1 2 3 1 2, and then we have a pickup for the next phrase. Then also a G major 7 chord. This is the same Lydian thing that we had in the A section. That's why I played with my thumb, but you could play like this too. So 8 9 and 9. This is the pickup for the next phrase. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Here's the entire phrase number 5 at slow tempo. 1 2 3 1 1 1 2 3 1 2 3. And here's the last phrase of the song, phrase number 6. 1 2 3. right, we are in that C lydian. We had that pickup on count 3. Now we play it again on count 1. Then I add my index, if you haven't put it there already, 7th fret of the B string. Then the G string, B string, G string, B string. With the pickup, A7, cowboy chord, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, up until the B string. Here's the melody, don't play the E string. Play it now. High E string, back to the B string, E string, B string. G major 7. This is the same chord that we had in the beginning of the C section as an E minor 9 chord. Now it's a G major 7 chord. 5, 7, 7, 7. 8 of E, 7 of E. And now the ending chords. That's a C6, 9 chord. 8, 7, 7, 8, 8. I strum through it. Mute the A string by touching it with your middle finger. 1, 2, 3, A minor 7, open A string, 7, 9, 8, 8, 2, 3, D13, 4, 5, 5 by barring, and 7th, upper 4 strings. Here would be the D, we don't play it. Well, you could, if you can, you could, right? 1, 2, 3, and the last chord, G6, 9. 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, that's the same as the C6, 9. All right, mind you, the original version has another 7 bars. But there's no melody in this anymore. It just goes between G and C and G and C and G and C. So this is useless if you play it as a chord melody tune without a band, for example. Then you just would end. That's why I shortened the original chord, the original song form by 8 bars or 7 bars. This is the last one. All right, here's the last phrase. Phrase number 6 at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you like some more 3-4 meter lessons. I have some here up on YouTube, like Moon River. Please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I see you next week. Servus. Baba.